Yaritza here with Reyes LegalDoc Prep and Services. Today I'm going to do a brief video to demonstrate what forms you need for a simple divorce. A simple divorce is a simple divorce with no children, no property. This is the only way that you could file one of these divorces. What you do is you enter into this website for the state of Florida. I'll go ahead and post this website with the information with this video. But you enter this website, you go into this website, and then you go to dissolution of marriage, divorce. And then once that opens up, you want to scroll down. Sometimes it walks you there automatically, but you want to go down here to petition for simplified dissolution of marriage. You could use the RTF, which is like a Word document, or the PDF. I prefer to use the RTF in case you need to retype your name. Instead of retyping the name, you can just copy and paste it. The PDF won't really, it'll allow you to do it. It's just a little bit more difficult to do and takes a little bit longer to do. But you click here, the RTF. And then you wait for that to open up. You click on that. Bear with me, my computer's a little slow today. Okay, now when you get on here, you could read all of this. I would definitely recommend you read through everything. This will basically tell you how you qualify for this type of divorce. So you have to meet all of these criteria here. Either one of you spouse have to be living in the state of Florida for over 6 months. You agree that the marriage cannot be saved. You and your spouse have no minor or dependent children together. Wife is not pregnant. No other minor children were born during the marriage from the wife. No properties, and if there is minor things, you've already basically divided it. You guys are very satisfied with everything. Neither spouse are seeking alimony. You're giving up your right to go to any trial or appeal. You're both willing to go to the clerk's office to sign the petition. And then you're both willing to go to the final hearing at the same time. So if you don't meet these criteria, you'll have to file a different sort of petition for dissolution of marriage. But then what you want to do here, you read through everything carefully, and then it'll tell you exactly what forms you have to file. So you have to complete this file, this document, this petition. You also have to do a marital settlement agreement if necessary. You have to bring in form of ID. If you don't have proof of residence with the form of ID, you could do an affidavit of corroborating witness. What that is basically someone else stating that they know that in fact that either one of the spouse has lived in the state of Florida for over 6 months, and they kind of do this affidavit stating that. And then the filing fees. Let's pretend that you're not able to pay the filing fee. You can't afford it. You could fill out an application for a determination of civil indigent status. I have this form on our website. You can also ask the clerk for it if you need it. And then 4, you have to do a cover sheet along with this petition. And then you also have to do a final judgment of dissolution of marriage. So those are the forms that this petition states that you need to file. Every county in the state of Florida is different. So one county may require that you file additional documents, some of them don't. So you really have to contact the court and see which documents they need in addition to your petition, the cover sheet, and the final judgment. But let's just go by what it says here. I'm going to show you those 3 documents basically. So this here, this is your petition. And this is basically the form. You just have to fill it out. You have to put what judicial circuit you're in, what county you're in, This part you won't be filling out because you don't have a case number yet. Your husband's name, the wife's name, and then again here, husband's name, wife's name. And then you just go through all of this here and fill it out. So here it will ask you for the husband's name, the husband's county where he resides, the state, since when has he been there, wife, the same thing, what date were you married, where were you married at. Down here you would have to put how you want to separate your properties, if any. And again, we're not talking about a house, we're not talking about a car, we're talking about something like something minor, let's say the clothes, something that is not of value. But basically you're satisfied with it. You can either do a marital settlement agreement, or you can put here, it says that your marital settlement agreement is not in writing. We prefer to keep our financial agreements private. Number 7, if the wife ever changed her last name, she can request at this point right here to have it changed back to her former name. And then you just go through everything else here, complete husband's information here, and he will not sign at any point here. He has to go to the court to sign. And then wife, the same thing, information, sign in front of the clerk. And then if someone assisted you in filling this out, they would be filling this part out here. I know a lot of paralegal companies, legal document preparation companies, that don't fill this out. They're not supposed to be doing that. They're supposed to fill this section out. So just make sure that if someone does assist you, that they fill this out. You want to make sure that you have the contact information for that person in case something was done wrong, or they gave you the wrong forms, or something happened. You're able to contact them easily. Also the court. Now the next form is the cover sheet. Let's move to that. So you go back here. I like to just go find cover sheet RTF. Now read through this very carefully. It'll tell you exactly what you need to mark off as it relates to you. Every case that's filed in the court has to have a cover sheet. But basically you'd be doing the same thing on this side. You'd be putting your judicial circuit here, your county, petitioner would be the one that's filing, respondent the one that's responding to the case. And then this is an initial case, so we're still sticking to the simple divorce, so you'd be putting initial action. And then this particular type of divorce is a simple divorce, so you would mark off there. And then over here it asks if there's any cases that are open or any related cases. And you could refer back, if you're not sure, you can refer to this form here. Notice the related cases, form 12.900H. You can look at that form. It has instructions there, and then you'll be able to determine if you have any open cases. And by that, we're talking about domestic violence, child support, anything that might be open that you feel could relate to this somehow. Now, you would put here no if there's no cases that you know of, and yes if there is. And if there is, you have to prepare that form. Now, there's some counties that even though you don't have anything open, they still require you to complete the form. So just make sure you are aware, you become familiar with your county. And then again down here, the same thing. If someone assisted you in preparing the documents, they have to complete this section down here. Okay, and that's the cover sheet. And then the other form that this asks for is the final judgment. Now keep in mind, these instructions are from the state of Florida. So if you live in a different state, this does not pertain to you. Okay, now we're going to be using this one right here. Final Judgment of Simplified Dissolution of Marriage, RTF. Now this form, you really don't need to do much. It's more for the judge to sign off on it. Okay, and then here you do the same thing, the judicial circuit, the county, petitioner's name, respondent's name, and then down here, the judge will complete this down here. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so those are the 3 forms that the state of Florida requests per their instructions on the petition. Like I said, every county is different. For example, we do a lot of cases for Osceola County. In addition to these 3 forms, they also ask for additional forms. There's about 5 to 7 other forms that they ask. And I know this because I've spoken to the supervisor there and the managers there, trying to become more familiar with what they need so that our clients are not running back and forth. So just make sure you contact the county courthouse, find out exactly what it is that you need to file. And please understand, again, this is for a simplified dissolution of marriage. It's a case with no children, no property. You have to meet these requirements, like I stated up here. You have to meet these requirements in order to use this. So if you have any questions, feel free to communicate with us. Call your local courthouse. Consult with an attorney if needed. I'll be posting the link for the website where these forms are. It's a public website. Anyone can go into this website and download the forms. You can go there and do that there. If you need a free consultation with our office, keep in mind we do offer our services virtually. So you do not need to go into an office. You just email me and let me know what it is that you need, and we'll do everything online. I'll email you the documents to review them. Then you, when you're ready, you print them out. You take them to the courthouse. They'll review them there as well. They'll make sure that you have everything that you need, and then if everything is ready to go, they'll go ahead and give you a case number. And then you follow up with them after that to see how everything is going. So if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to contact us. I'll go ahead and post our email address, our phone number, and then this link, like I said, with this comment. I hope this was useful to you. Thank you for watching.